The first thing I heard was the laugh. A soft, slurred giggle, too intimate, too close. It sliced through the cold mountain air like a whisper meant to be hidden. I froze outside the tent, my boots sinking slightly into the damp earth. My hands gripped the zipper halfway down, as the faint rustling inside continued. Then her voice, low, teasing, dripping with alcohol. "You shouldn't touch me like that, you know. Your wife might wake up." The world went silent. My breath caught in my throat. For a second I thought I'd misheard, that maybe it was just the wind playing tricks with a nylon fabric. But then came the reply, his voice. My husband's. "I just want to make sure you're comfortable," he said. His tone soft, familiar, the same voice he used to calm me when I couldn't sleep. I stumbled back, my stomach twisting so violently I thought I'd throw up. The flashlight slipped from my hand, its beam cutting across the ground before dying. I backed away into the dark, unable to breathe, unable to think. The campfire behind me had turned to embers. Everyone else, his sister, her kids, the cousins, had gone to bed. I was supposed to be fetching my jacket from the car. Instead, I stood there, trembling, my chest burning, trying to convince myself I hadn't just heard what I thought I heard. My mother-in-law, Layla, 55, sharp-tongued, half-sober at best, with a bitterness that lingered under every joke. We'd never gotten along, but I tolerated her. She was family. I walked around to the back of the tent, careful not to make noise. The nylon glowed faintly from the lantern inside. Their shadows shifted, merged, separated again. I heard her whisper, "Stop if she finds out," followed by a sound that made my blood freeze, a breathy moan. I didn't remember walking back to our tent. My legs carried me there like I was sleepwalking. Inside it smelled like pine and cold air. My hands shook so badly I couldn't unzip the sleeping bag. I sat there, staring at the empty spot where he should have been, and waited. Minutes dragged. The mountain air seeped through the seams. My teeth chattered, not from cold but from shock. When he finally slipped inside the tent an hour later, I pretended to be asleep. His movements were careful, guilty. He lay down beside me, smelling faintly of whiskey and perfume that wasn't mine. My heart pounded so loud I was sure he could hear it. I didn't confront him that night. Couldn't. The part of me that wanted to scream was trapped under the weight of disbelief. Maybe he was just comforting her. Maybe I misheard. Maybe I was paranoid. But the next morning when I saw them at breakfast, her hand brushing his wrist a little too long, his eyes darting away when he caught me watching, I knew. He wouldn't meet my gaze. She acted as though nothing had happened, cheerfully passing me pancakes, her red nails glinting in the sunlight. "You look tired, dear," she said, that fake sweetness coating every word. "Rough night." I forced a smile so tight my jaw ached. You could say that. The tension between us thickened with every passing hour. When we packed up camp, she made sure to stand close to him, laughing too loudly, finding excuses to touch his arm. I noticed everything. The quick glances, the inside jokes, the silence between them when anyone else got too near. That night after we got home I finally asked him. We were in the kitchen. The sound of the refrigerator hum was the only thing breaking the quiet. I leaned against the counter, my hands gripping the edge hard enough to leave marks. "Did something happen between you and your mother?" He froze mid-step. "What?" "Last night. In the tent." His face drained of color. "Are you serious right now?" "Yes," I said, my voice low, shaking. "I heard you. I was outside." He ran a hand through his hair, his mouth opening, closing, then opening again. "You're imagining things." She was drunk. She needed help getting into her sleeping bag. "That's it." "Help," I repeated, my voice hollow. "Help with your hands under her blanket." He slammed his fist on the counter. "Stop it, Ava. You're twisting everything. Then explain why she told you your wife might wake up." The silence after that was unbearable. He looked at me, eyes flicking left, right like he was searching for an exit. Then softly, "It wasn't what it looked like." That was all he said. For the next week he avoided me. He left early for work, came home late, barely spoke. Layla called twice. Each time when I picked up, she hung up immediately. My mind spiraled. Every memory replayed with new meaning. Their private jokes, the way she always defended him, the time she'd touched his shoulder and I'd brushed it off as maternal affection. One night I couldn't take it anymore. I drove to her house. She opened the door, looking startled but composed, wearing a silk robe and holding a glass of wine. "Ava," she said, smiling faintly. "To what do I owe the pleasure?" I stepped inside without asking. "We both know why I'm here." Her smile faltered. "You're upset." "I'm disgusted," I said. "Just tell me the truth." She sighed, set the glass down, and leaned against the counter. "You think something happened that night?" "It didn't. You called him into your tent." "I was drunk," she said. "I don't remember much. But I do remember him trying to stop me from embarrassing myself." I stared at her, trying to read the truth in her eyes. "Stop you? You were the one giggling. Flirting." Her face hardened. "You're making something out of nothing. Maybe you should be more confident in your marriage." That hit like a slap. "Don't you dare talk about my marriage." He smirked. "Then control your husband." I left before I could do something I'd regret. But when I got home, my husband was sitting at the table, pale, shaking, a bottle of whiskey beside him. He looked up at me, eyes red. "She told you everything," I lied. He buried his face in his hands. "It just happened once," he said. "That night. She kissed me first. I didn't stop her. I don't even know why." My world shattered in that moment. Every sound became distant. The ticking clock, his breathing, my heartbeat pounding in my ears. "You slept with your mother," I whispered. He didn't deny it. He just started crying. I walked out. I didn't pack a bag. Didn't look back. The night air hit my face like ice, but I kept walking until I reached the car. As I drove, my reflection flickered in the window. Eyes hollow, lips trembling, a stranger staring back. Some betrayals you can forgive. Others bury you alive. And I knew right then. I would never share a tent, a home, or a life with either of them again.